Greetings. Okay, hopefully. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see the table okay. Let me see. All right, let me see. Hopefully. Nope. Hopefully you guys can. I keep getting calls. Let me see. As soon as I try to start my live. Let me see if the sound is on. Okay. Ooh, that candle is all up in the frame. Nobody told me that. Okay. Can you guys see me okay? Or the camera, at least? Not me, but the camera. Angles. Everything's cool. Okay. Because I'm late to the party. Hey. The candle. It's like, it's flickering super hard. That candle is flickering super hard right now. It's like popping. As soon as I got on here, it just started to like get real crazy. All right. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Venus Day. For those of you where it's still Friday in the world. If it's Saturday, happy Saturn Day. Hey. All right. So the list is still open. I didn't realize that I put the title of the video and I noticed it said close because I copy and pasted from last week's title instead of fixing it to list is open. I left it at list is closed. So I fixed it. So the list is open if you guys are interested. All of hey Lucky. Hey Mars. Aw. It's amazing to see the flames or the angle because the flames is popping over here. I guess it's like kind of like a fireplace, but it's a candle. It might look like a little bit of a little fireplace light going on. But yeah. So hey Elle, how are you? So yeah, you guys, the list is still open. All the information is in the description box. It's also pinned in the chat if you're interested. What's on the menu for tonight? We have general reads for 20. We have love read questions for 25. And for both, if you have a general and a love question, it's $30. So if you're interested, the list is open. Thank you, Mars. It's that good old Venus energy going on. That's what it is. And I'm excited to use this new deck that I got. It came in the mail a couple of days ago, but I've been working like a Hebrew slave, so I haven't had a chance to go to the mail. But I got it and opened it today, and I was like, I like this deck a lot. This deck is actually really cool. So I'm excited. So let's go ahead and tap in. I might have put your name as something that you probably don't recognize. I put Mel, so I think that's you. I think you're Mel or Anna. Uh, yeah, I put it as something interesting, probably. Um, yeah, one of those are you. Mel is you, Lucky. Okay, so then Mars, you're Anna. Okay. All right. Well, like I said, list is open, so I'm gonna just go ahead and hop right into the list. I've put the list in the chat so you guys are able to see it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So first person on the list is Mel, which is Melody. Your timestamp is 4:16. Dang, it took me 4 minutes to get going. Takes forever for me to start, I swear. All right, so gotta find your question first. Uh, Let me find your question. Okay. questions, actually. Okay, so how does person A feel about you now that you've gotten to know each other a bit more? Okay. I like to see what I'm doing, so I have to pull the other chat up because I like to see, or the other phone because I like to see what I'm doing. For that reason, you see, for that very reason, I be doing shit all the time. I'm clumsy, y'all. Don't mind me. Is it? Mm, it's always an issue with this mic. I need to just not use it anymore because sometimes it's not really the most reliable microphone. I just like it because I can charge my phone at the same time. Hold on one second. Okay. I took it off. That's probably why you don't hear it choppy anymore. So I'm using a different mic. Let me know if you guys can hear me before I start. Okay, let me change your timestamp because that's just unnecessary. Okay, cool. So let's get it. Melody, your question is in regards to person A. Okay, how does person A feel about you now that you've gotten a chance to know each other better? How does this person feel about her as of now? Whoa, goodness. You got a whole bunch of cards, like a lot of cards. Okay. 3 of Wands, 2 of Cups, Knight of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. How does this person feel now that they've gotten to know you a little bit better? I feel like this person does want to explore more of your connection. You and this person do have a mutual attraction to each other, a mutual interest of maybe wanting to kind of see, like, kind of explore what you both feel, explore the connection, explore your feelings and explore the connection a bit more. I feel like it's a mutual thing. This person feels good about the exchanges that you guys are having up to now. With the Knight of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles, this person is trying to gauge, like, how to approach this and if they should approach it, like, don't waste too much time, like, don't be too slow with this. But at the same time, I feel like this person's trying to be a bit practical. Like, they don't want to rush or they don't want to overdo it or do too much. It's kind of like they want to pace themselves, if that makes sense. With the 3 of Pentacles, I feel like this person does have a mutual interest as far as, like, putting in effort or, like, what it takes at least to get to know a person. It's not like it's just going to fall on you. I feel like this person is going to try to maybe engage more with you. Or if that's, let's say, for example, a way to spend more time or to connect or hang out more, to conversate more. Like, I feel like this person is thinking about those things. It seems like their approach is very practical. So it's like almost a balance of fire and earth energy. So, like, kind of wanting to act on their attraction and kind of like they want things to move. But there's also this side where this person wants to allow things to progress naturally. So there's a little bit of a balance of that. But the 10 of Wands, I feel like this person, they don't want to do too much because I feel like they might also, I'm going to clarify it though, they might also have, like, Could be multiple things that they have going on, or they feel like, do they have, I wouldn't say room, but like, how do I prioritize maybe connecting with someone right now versus what else I also have in my life that could be taking up a lot of their time. Let's say, for instance, like it's work or something like that, or just like just life circumstances. I feel like that are pulling them, pulling them in in that direction to focus on something else. So it's like, do I have the energy? Do I have the time that, is fair and just to give to a connection? Because I feel like they want to get to know you more. Let's see, clarify this Ten of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this could be work. Like some type of responsibilities that they have, if not work. But I feel like it is work, though. Where this person could be very tied up trying to figure out how to, like, get their stability in order. Or their finances in order. Because this is taking up a lot of their energy and a lot of their time. So it is like how to healthily or like prioritize things in a healthy way. That's what I'm getting. So where they don't feel like they're taking on too much, or where they're not being fair, with their time. So this to me feels like an initial stage between the two of you, obviously getting to know each other. But it does give me this feeling that this person and you share kind of a mutual desire or interest in each other, or mutual desire as far as exploring this a little bit more, maybe being a bit excited about what the potential holds. So it's kind of just like, I wouldn't say up in the air, but it's kind of just like a flow energy. There's not a particular intent right now, if that makes sense. Okay. So that's what this person is feeling as of now, that you guys have gotten to know each other a bit more. So let's see what your other question was. How is maintaining contact / friendship / connecting with this person for your highest good? Let's see where this person is. Melody is asking about, is it of her highest good to maintain this connection, this friendship, or keep in contact? Is it of her highest good? Divine Spirit Source, thank you. First card is a Fool. Oh, your cards is flying out for this one. Ace of Wands. This Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords, Judgment. There's something pointing in the direction of newness with the Fool card and the Ace of Wands. Like, there's something that is pulling you in the direction of, like, fresh starts, new beginnings. With the King and Queen of Pentacles, I feel like this represents you too, this person that you're asking about. And I feel like it's their energies. I wouldn't pay too much to genders or too much to like zodiac signs attached to the King or the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords. I feel like it's more so energy. So one of you could be very like open and receptive, where the other is kind of like on guard, very perspective, or spirit may be telling you to kind of take on these two energies. Let me just clarify, because I feel like it could go both ways, honestly, but I want to make sure that I'm tapping into this correctly. Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords, Ten of Wands. Okay. I feel like this also speaks about, more so than it is about two different types of energies or personalities, I feel like this could represent energies within yourself. So you may be someone that's like more open, very giving, very down to earth. But there's this other side of needing to be maybe perspective and analytical about the situation. So with the Judgment card, it's like Spirit saying it's really up to you at the end of the day, but it also is up to the other person, whether, based off of your connection, is it room for growth here? Is it room for fresh starts, new beginnings? Because I do see that here. So it's with or without this person. Excuse me, with the Judgment card being here, it also is kind of like this opportunity to reevaluate the situation. You could be at a point right now where you're making a decision that final decision, because maybe you pondered this for a little bit, where you said to yourself in the past, is it worth it? Maybe you given yourself chances, giving this person chances. And now it's at the point to where it's like, okay, I really need to make a clear-cut decision, because whether there's conflict around this connection where it's leaving you no choice but to decide whether it is of your highest good. Like, this is the final point, right? So there is a level of needing to reassess the past a little bit and to consider whether or not this is something worth putting in the energy, opening yourself up to, or continuing to leave yourself open to, or is it time to close this chapter out and be open to something new, or make space for more? So I'm gonna be honest, I'm not getting like Spirit saying a yes or no. It's something within you that Spirit is saying that you need to reflect. What are you getting out of the situation? Is it of your highest good? Do you feel, based off of not just past experiences, but what is available to you now? Because I do feel like, based off of the king and queen here, one's a pentacle, one's a sword, you guys are not in the same energy, or the way that you approach the situation or how you're looking at it is quite differently. One person's more receptive, more open. One is more like analytical, kind of like processing, trying to discern the situation, maybe not as open. Or for the most part, like I said, I feel like Spirit is telling you to take on this energy, like, of discerning how you give of yourself and look at things from a discernment, not just being open as maybe you once were, if that makes sense. Okay. All right, so that's your reading, Melody. I hope that gave you some clarity, or at least leads you in the right direction. It wasn't too confusing, if at all. I hope it was clear. Okay. But yeah, that's your reading, sis. I hope that both readings were helpful and resonated with you in a positive way. Foxy, what in the hell is you doing? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next reading, which was Ashley. And I just seen a submission, so let me... Jennifer, is that you? Jennifer. Okay. And Janaea. All right, Jennifer, Janaea. So I'm going to add y'all to the list. Jennifer, you're person 5. Janaea, person 6. If you're watching, if you can hear me right now. Okay. All right, Ashley, your timestamp is 1744. Let me open. Foxy, what are you doing? Okay, Ashley. How can you repair your relationship with your manager? Okay. Hey, Janaea, how are you? How you been? All right, Miss Ashley, let's tap in. Holy Spirit, please give me divine wisdom, divine clarity, and truth for Ashley as far as what can she do. I gotta look at the question again because I just forgot that quick. How can she repair her relationship with her manager? What can she do to repair this relationship with her manager? What can she do to repair this relationship with her manager? I feel like, just off top, I'm hearing whatever came out, whatever was said, it needed to. That was needed, okay? I will pull 5 because I heard the number 5. All right, so you have the 5 of Pentacles, interesting. The 6 of Wands. The Lovers. The Page of Swords. And the Hangman. All right, so how to repair this. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the World card. I can't show too much because there's nakedness going on in some of these cards. How to repair this relationship. I feel like you both may kind of be like kind of at odds with what transpired. So both of you could be feeling bad about the situation. Maybe if not similarly, then kind of like what you took from it kind of, it's still like you both feel bad, but like how you feel bad or what is making you feel bad may be different versus the other, right? Versus one another. So both of you, I feel like you desire to have some type of truce or a positive outcome with the Six of Wands and the Lovers. It's like you both desire that. With the Page of Swords and the Hangman, what was said definitely shifted a perspective that I feel like needed to happen. Maybe on your end, I feel like you're the Page of Swords. It's like maybe the way that you communicated was a bit uncomfortable for you because it was like you stepping out of maybe your comfort zone. I feel like with the Hangman being here, there was something that was said that I feel like was meant to kind of shake up something that was stagnant. So though like on the surface it may seem like this conversation you guys had was a bad thing, maybe a bad idea, but in truth, on a deeper level, it wasn't. It was actually transformative. All these cards are coming out. The Four of Cups, what is this? The Fool. They have two different Fool cards. I don't know what the cycle knot is in this deck. This is a new deck. Four of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Cups. How to repair it. Spirit may be calling you to be more open as far as like, there's something the Spirit wants you to have an open heart about. Not just an open mind, but maybe what was said, yes, it was hurtful. And not to internalize it, but I feel like there's a way that you can kind of shift the perspective and see it in a way that is helpful to you or that could help you or lead you to a place of healing something deeper within yourself. With the Five of Cups, I don't feel like there's anything that necessarily you need to do, like to go out of your way of to repair this, because it feels like this is a natural thing. So, because nothing really what I'm getting in the energy nor the cards is telling you that you gotta like hands-on do something to repair it. I feel like this is more something like a natural thing that's going to come together maybe over time. You and this manager, you guys are going to hash things out or something's going to be cleared up. But the perspective shift here, I feel like it goes both ways. So what was said, this person needed to hear what you had to say and you needed to hear what they had to say. But what I'm getting for you, like why you needed to hear what this person said, was not for you to internalize it per se, but it was meant to like trigger something for you to already like uncover so that you could heal. Like they just scratched the surface of something that was already deeper. So I'm going to try my best to explain this because I'm feeling like though what they said might not make sense to or relate to. Okay, let's say for instance, I'm going to use this as an example. Let's say this person said, I feel like I'm hard on you because you're a lazy worker. I feel like you could work harder. I feel like you don't apply yourself to the best of your ability. And so that triggers a deeper wound. So when you hear that, it could trigger a wound where maybe, let's say a parent told you that you're a child that doesn't, try to do better. You're kind of like a slacker, or you're not responsible. You don't do your homework or something. Like, let's say like you're applying what happened to you as a child with that. So when you hear certain things that this person is saying, it could trigger a deeper wound. And I feel like Spirit is saying, don't internalize so much what this person said, but what is it triggering? Because it's not so much what they're saying, but it's what they're saying triggering. I hope that makes sense. So to answer your question, what do you need to do to repair it? I'm not getting to do anything actively other than deal with whatever was being triggered, because there's a mutual desire, I feel like, for the both of you to hash things out and to have some type of positive shift, when it comes to each other. With the Lovers card, most definitely. So this conversation needed to be, it needed to happen. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So let's see what your other question, I think I remember. He said, what do you have to look forward to? So what do you have to look forward to? I'm going to put these cards back. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see. Ashley. Mind Spirit. What does Ashley have to look forward to? What good things? What good things does Ashley have to look forward to? Eight of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles. The Seven of Cups. Hey. Seven of Swords. Five of Pentacles. So this doesn't sound good, but I get the message. So though these cards may sound kind of like messed up, no, I'm not getting that energy. So the Eight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like Spirit is saying that there's like some type of internal shift, like when you walk away, like where you either point your focus more so on growth, more so focusing on what makes you feel good about yourself, like in a healthy way. When you start focusing on more so like growth in other ways or other areas, it's like a lot of internal love and self growth and progression and development. When you point your focus on that and kind of get out of the energies or the emotions or detaching from the things that drain your energy or the people that drain your energy, or saying within yourself, like, you know, this is enough with me, like internalizing this or focusing on this or that, you know, it's taken away from my peace. It's taken away from my happiness. It's like when you shift out of that energy and you focus more so on some type of growth and development, self-care and self-love, maybe on a different level or a new level. I feel like there's space that you're gonna, it's like whatever was taking up space internally, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, whatever, that really needed to, it was something that needed to be removed anyway, or it was just time now. It's like time is up for it. The more I feel like things are going to come to you in its place. Some things are divinely good for you, healthy for you, and other things are just distractions. Other things may not be all that it appears. With the Seven of Swords, though, I feel like your discernment is going to be more clear about things that deserve your attention. So this could be like even inside of yourself, like certain thoughts that you have or how you handle your emotions. It's like you'll be able to discern, like, this is something that does not need my attention, or I could choose to respond to it either this way or that way. It's like there's a bit more of discerning, reflecting about the things that you're taking on. Or if something presents itself, let's say a partner or a potential partner or someone that's interested in you approaches you, you'll be able to discern, is this person someone that I can trust? Are they someone of value, or are they someone that is a distraction, or they have motives? It's like you'll be able to discern all of that in a kind of in a more, like, you're sorting through, like you're paying attention to the situation, not just at face value, like what it looks like, but is it necessary for me? How does it make me feel? Because I feel like there's a shift in how you're viewing things, to where some things are not always looked at as a loss. Sometimes you see it as just divine protection too. So the good news is when you clear up your space, the more things are going to be presented to you, the better you're going to feel, the more wiser you feel, the more reflective. Because when you start to put more energy into how are you doing? How do I feel? Am I okay? Am I good? Am I happy? And what can I do to be in a place where I feel happy, or where I'm honoring myself? The more discerning you're going to be. That's, I guess, emotional intelligence, I guess we can call it, is when you can feel through energy and say, is this worthy of my time or not? And not feel any type of way if something presents itself to you, and it not work out, because it's like, okay, that thing didn't work out because it wasn't meant for me. It wasn't healthy for me, or maybe it's just not divine right timing for certain things. It's like you have discernment about what's for you and what's not for you. So I feel like your level of discernment or emotional intelligence is going to grow deeper. the more you pour into you, the more you separate yourself from what is draining you, what takes away from your own happiness. Even if you are the author of it, you could say to yourself, okay, well, it's up to me whether I choose to still dwell in this energy or not. I can pull myself out of my own pain and suffering, or my own anxiety, my own fears. I just have to work through it, you know? So you're in charge of these things to look forward to, which the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like, is kind of, the court cards to me sometimes is free will energy. So it's our free will. There's nothing being forced upon us. It's free will. So the Queen of Pentacles being, your choice, it's like choosing to honor yourself, choosing to love yourself, choosing peace and joy and stability over these other energies, the Eight of Cups, Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Like, you're choosing your inner peace. You're choosing what gives you stability and security within yourself. So yeah, and it's like sometimes doing like what makes you feel good. Like, forget it. Like, if something is stressing me out, I don't have to deal with it. Hey, Celestial, how are you doing? So that is your reading, Ashley. I don't know if you're watching, sis, but if you're watching, hey, obviously you're going to watch this, but if you're not live, I hope this reading was helpful and insightful as always. Much love to you. I hope you enjoy your weekend. I appreciate you. Be safe, sis. All right. Doo-doo. L, thank you for your patience, sis. 31 minutes and 48 seconds is your timestamp. The list is still open, y'all, if you're interested. Okay, L, I know you said you DM'd me, so let me hop on that real quick. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. So let's see what's going on, because you want to know how this person feels as of now due to the circumstances. And then I got to remember the other one is, how does this person's mother feel about you? Okay. Okay. Let's clear out previous energies. I ask for divine wisdom, divine truth, and clarity for L. What does she need to know? What does she need to know? What does L need to know as far as how this person is currently feeling? I ask for permission to tap into both parties' energies only for the sake of what you allow me to see and to know, and for her to know as far as their connection, where this person's feelings are concerned towards her. Holy Spirit, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And stop. Okay. The Empress. I love this. This is beautiful. It's like very regal. Hey, Alexis. No, the list is still open. Ooh, shit. Nine of Swords. The Eight of Cups. The Hierophant. The Six of Swords. Let me clarify the Nine of Swords real quick. Ace of Pentacles. Six of Swords. I'm going to clarify that too. I just want to make sure. The Sun. Okay. This person, I feel like, fears potentially that you two will drift too far away from each other to return back, because it's more so on your end that they fear like that you will get to a place where you'll eventually venture off, because this person sees you as someone in a high self-esteem as the Empress. So it's like you're not somebody that will either be single for long, or you'll get to a place maybe where you're content within what you have all around you, that you won't really need them. So I do feel like this person, for now, this person, I feel like they are kind of seeking solitude, seeking peace, seeking. This person right now could feel kind of a sense of peace right now. And I feel like it's because it's giving them the opportunity maybe to kind of just be with themselves rather than splitting their time and their energy with someone. And I feel like this is me inserting just like, I guess my opinion, I guess you could say. Like when people say we need to take a break, I feel like that's kind of healthy in a way. Aw, you're welcome, Alexis. Or Ashley, you're welcome, sis. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy your weekend. But what I'm getting is like sometimes like people they like their space, where they're not splitting their own energy. And I feel like that's healthy and that's normal in my opinion, where couples do still need to keep a bit of individuality about themselves. And at times where it's okay to maybe, not spend so much time together or talk every day. Like sometimes you just need time for yourself. I understand that. So this person could be at that time. Maybe they don't really understand that it's natural to want to just be with yourself at times, but still be connected and committed to your person, not venturing off too far and dating other people and all of that. And maybe for some people that is the journey where they do need to do that in order to figure out that this is where they want to be or they don't. But in this instance, I'm not saying that this has anything to do with another person. I feel like for them, this is a me time thing. But it's still kind of that fear in the back of their mind that you're going to venture off though too far to where maybe you guys won't be able to rekindle things with the Hierophant. Because there is a desire to be in your life, but I feel like this person just kind of needs that space to clear their mind. And I feel like you do too, but they don't want you to venture off too far though. I can clearly see that too with the Eight of Cups. So there's a fear about that. But right now I feel with the Sun clarifying the Six of Swords, although it may feel like this is a little bit of a shaky moment, kind of an uncertainty around your connection, this may actually bring a lot of clarity. It may actually revitalize, something within yourselves, if not the connection. Let me clarify once more. The Ten of Cups. It very well could kind of rekindle, or if or when you guys rekindle, it could be better when you guys come back together. You guys will be different with these children, hence the Sun card. The Ten of Cups is kind of focusing on children. I feel like that represents newness, kind of being a bit more lighthearted, not so heavy, kind of like free flowing, not in the sense of like there's no direction in your connection, but more so like where you guys are present and you're enjoying your connection and it's not so heavy. So that's what I'm getting from this. Like as far as how this person is currently feeling about your situation based off of, the circumstances, they do fear you, getting to a place where you're more content, where you're happy with or without this person, where you might even be open to someone else or something better. So they do fear that. But there's also this side of them that is feeling good about being on their own right now, because it's like this person may feel a bit lighter. Maybe you do too. Like, yeah, granted, you might miss this person. You might have a little bit of fear around the separation, but you might feel a little bit more lighter, like you're not as stressed out about the situation. And I feel like if that's the case, whether it's for both of you or one of you, it's showing you that maybe you may have been putting too much into a situation or into another and not pouring enough into yourself, or being poured into mutually as you pour into another person. But in this person's case, I feel like it's a more speaking more of how this person has not really been pouring into themselves. There's kind of been an absence of checking in with self or just being with self. Okay, but I do feel like in a way, Spirit is also speaking to you about that as well, that this energy could be good for you to focus on you. There's nothing wrong with that. The only thing that I would say to this is that you both, I feel like there's a need for a mutual agreement. So I don't know if the separation was mutual, or it was kind of like someone was left with no choice but to just kind of go along with the separative energy, if that makes sense. So there needs to be some kind of clear direction, because I don't feel like this is done. I don't. But don't hold on too much to that, because it's just a tarot reading. But as far as what I'm saying right now, I don't feel like this is done. So if it is that you guys return back to each other, there needs to be a clear communication about what you're committing yourselves to. And if it is a case of like where you guys do need a bit more independence in your connection, that needs to be voiced as well, because this might be one of those connections where one person feels like they need that time to themselves. And without understanding that, it's like, well, let's just break things off, because, you know, rather than discerning like, nah, I just need a little bit of time to myself, not that I need to break up with you. So that's what I'm getting. I hope that makes sense. So for your other question, hey, Yamina. Hey, sis. How are you? How you doing, sis? This person's mother's feelings about you. This person's... What do you need to know? What does she need to know, Spirit? What does Elle need to know about his mother's feelings towards her? Woo. The Four of Pentacles. The Empress, again. The Devil. The Eight of Swords. There's an overprotective energy here, which makes sense. You know, it's this person's mother. But I do get like an overprotective vibe from them. They may have negative perceptions or perspectives about the women that their son chooses. So without much discernment, because the Eight of Swords to me is not someone that is clear-minded at all. They look at things from a negative perspective, or like a very limited or very imprisoned perspective. So imprisoned to me kind of feels limited. So limited thinking. So their perception of people may not be the most sound. So it's kind of like, don't take things personally if this person is protective of their son, because they have this fear of these she-devils. In other words, like, that's kind of the word I want to use. It's like a she-devil, the Knight of Wands. So they may hold their sons to kind of like, kind of immature, kind of impulsive, irresponsible about maybe their decisions or choices. Like, they just kind of jump into things. They may feel like they're just led by their lust, their excitement, their thrills. So there's this protective vibe. So I'm not really getting a personal feeling about you, because based off of their thoughts, it's not sound. It's not really based off of anything factual. It's more so of a perception, and that perception is kind of warped. It's like every woman, if they don't kind of hold themselves maybe like in a manner that they feel like a woman should, then it's kind of like they fall under to that category of a she-devil. So let's say, for instance, any person that they bring around that maybe they haven't heard about, like, who is this person? I never heard of her before. Then it's like, oh, she must be one of them types again. It's like that. Or it could even be something as superficial as like what you look like on the surface. Like, it's not based off of anything sound. Yeah, that's the best way that I could describe this. I'll check in a second, Alexis. But yeah, that's what I'm hearing, like a she-devil. Like, they kind of, it's like the mother places women in a particular category. And it's based off of limited thinking, and partially based off of they perceive their son as like impulsive or led by passion, here in the now, in the moment type of vibe, being very irresponsible, immature. That's what I'm getting. All right. So that was your reading, Elle. I hope that makes sense. I hope that resonates. But personally, I don't feel like she has any type of ill will or negative feelings about you. Could just be this perception of like, is this just another one that's, just based off of lust, something that's here today, gone tomorrow type of vibe. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah. Okay. Yamina, I see you, sis. Thank you. Tawanda, I see you. I didn't see this one. This was sent at 7:22. Okay. So let me put this in order as how I got it. So Tawanda, Alexis, and then Yamina. All right. If you're watching, Elle, I hope that reading made sense and it was clarifying to you. And I hope you enjoy your weekend. Let me see. Alexis, you wanted to ask about, before I move on to the next one, I just want to make sure that I have everything correct. Yeah, yours is fine, Alexis. You're good. So Anna, Jennifer, Janaea, Tawanda, Alexis, and Yamina so far is who I have. Okay. Why are kids playing outside this late? It's too late for kids to be playing outside. Based off of how we was taught, I don't know about everybody, but street lights come on, you better be in the house. Okay, Anna. What kinds of things do you and your romantic partner being divinely... Wait. What kind of things do you and the romantic partner being divinely arranged for you do together? What kind of things? I'm not sure what you mean by that. What kind of things do? Maybe just, are you just talking about like everyday things together? I hope I'm reading that correctly. I hope I read that right. Okay. Okay, everyday things. Okay. I got you. Let's see. Let's clear our previous energies. Oh, the hangman tried to come out. What kind of everyday things will Anna and her person, her divine partner, divine person, what do they do together? Everyday things. What do you see around that? What do you want her to know, divine source, spirit, angels? Oh, the Knight of Wands keeps coming out tonight. I don't know what's up with them. Or was it the Knight of Swords? I know the Knight of Wands came out in the last one, but Page of Wands. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. I forgot, sis. I got you. I forgot, Nancy. I'm sorry. I did. I admit I did forget. My apologies. I am so sorry. Okay, so you have a lot of court cards. So it does feel like a lot of like social energy. It's not just going to be, I'm sorry, Nancy, I forgot. I'll do yours next. So Janae, if you don't mind, I'll do Nancy's next. But as far as you and your person, Mars, I feel you guys are going to be social. Like you might be around a lot of people and it may not be all the time. So, because I'm not really getting whether, like, I don't get a feel whether this is a all the time thing. Like let's say for instance, like the beginning of your connection, maybe you guys will hang out with each other's friends and family a lot, or like if their friends have partners too. Like you guys will all do like group things together, go out, do blind dates or something like that. Um, or throughout your connection where you guys will hang out with other couples, like I said, or spend a lot of time with each other's family as well or something. I'm just getting a lot of like social activity. Because if you look at this page of wands, I'm getting two messages from this, and I can't show these women in the back because they're naked, but this person I feel like is going to make it known that they are with you, maybe even in the initial stage. Like there's no confusion about that, or there's no confusion if you guys are not official yet, there's no confusion that they're interested in you and only you. Like they will make it known, so there's no confusion for anybody else or no room for anybody else to think that they could try it, like, try to approach them or flirt with them. Like they want you to know that you're the main woman for them. So I get that, but the other woman on the side kind of feels like you guys will be like socializing a lot, like group dates and maybe parties together, something along the lines of that. So it could be a lot of that type of social, going to parties, going to hangouts, going to people's houses together, that type of socializing. The Ace of Swords, to me, I'm gonna have to clarify that. I just want to make sure because this could be initial, but Five of Wands. You guys could do a lot of activities together too, like maybe go out, like to Top Golf or something, like where there's sports involved, or maybe you guys might go to a game or sporting events. Like I feel like you guys will do a lot of things together. I don't see too much homebody energy, and this could just, like I said, be initial stage because you got Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Swords. Those to me feel like kind of like new energies. So this could be in the beginning of your connection, or it's just going to be a lot of movement. Like I don't see you guys sitting still too much, like being at the house all the time. So I don't know if you're into that. I don't know. I don't know. But that's kind of what I'm getting. It's a lot of energy. Yeah. The Five of Wands, it could be like you might be around their friends because it's a lot of males in this card too. So like around their friends, or let's say for instance like their brother or brothers or cousins or something that are males. There's a lot of you being around maybe their people too. So I don't see you being introverted, not with this person. It's a lot going on. So that is what I'm seeing. Did you have, let me see, I just want to double check. Um, what kind of content should you be writing to catch the attention of people who support you and your vision? What type of content should you be writing? Let's see. Let's see, what type of content should Mars be writing in order to get the attention of those who will support her and her vision? And support her and her vision. Three of Cups, the Death card, the Star, the Tower. Well, you got a lot of majors. Out of the 4 cards, you got 3 major cards. So the Three of Cups, your content, like the things that you write, could be centered around kind of like deep topics. Okay, like something deep here. Let's say, for instance, like substance abuse or like overcoming addictions. But I feel though it's something that you've experienced, like that will be relatable for people that have been in the same situation, because it feels like coming from a person that's been through it, it's like I can relate to you. I'm also inspired by you with the star. So I'm just using that as an example, but it is something that may have been a dark energy for you or an experience that you've overcame with the death card that is going to make you relatable to those that will be inspired because they may be going through it themselves, or if not going through it, it's kind of like just seeing how you overcame it. If they're not, they've never been through it, then maybe they know someone close to them that has been through something that you're sharing or that you're writing about, sharing. It's inspirational with the star card and the tower. I feel like it could be a deeper transformation that comes as well from these people or within these people. But it's also kind of like an unexpected shift in maybe your platform. So this may come gradually. It may not be all at once. It's kind of like the more you pour into your content. And I feel like Spirit doesn't want you to burn yourself out. The star to me is kind of like this gradual kind of intuitive energy. So I don't feel like Spirit wants you to just be putting out things just to be doing it, just to gain numbers or anything like that. It's more like you'll gain attention and attraction for people that resonate with you by being natural, by doing it as you're led to. But yeah, it's like be very mindful of how much energy you're pouring into this in particular, because there's like a potential to burn out. But other than that, yeah, the content that you're writing, it is relatable of how you pulled yourself maybe out of dark energy or dark times or a dark experience that you had, that is going to be relatable to someone. And these are people that are either currently in the midst of it or they know someone that's currently going through it. And it's going to be inspirational. That's what I get from this. So your writings are inspired by circumstances that you've overcame. And it could even be certain things, if it's not like just you personally that you've been through, it could be things that you've seen people closest to you. It's like this kind of this like related, like kind of close related energy. If it's not personally from your experience as like what you've been through, but maybe others around you, and vice versa for those that will resonate, whether it's their own personal experience that they've been through or someone that they know is going through or has been through. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hope that makes sense. Let me know. Let me know if that made any bit of sense. All right. All right, Mars. Let me know, sis. I don't know if you're still on here. But I hope you enjoy your weekend as well. I'm going to jump. So I appreciate you, Janaea, for letting me skip you for a second to do Nancy's reading. So, because I completely forgot and I feel bad. But Nancy, your question was, let me see. Can you trust this person? Can you trust this therapist? All right. So your timestamp is 58:16. Dang, I'm almost at an hour. You're welcome. Yes, awesome. Well, good luck on your content, sis. I appreciate you. Many blessings and have a safe weekend and all that good stuff. So, Nancy, can you trust this person? Can you trust this particular therapist? Can she trust this person? Or was it? Let me go back. I could have sworn you said therapist, but I could be wrong. Hypnotherapist. Okay. Can you trust this hypnotherapist? Is this person over high school to trust? Can she trust this? Hypnotherapist. Can she trust them? The shaman. That's funny. The shaman is equal to the magician in this deck. The Ace of Wands, the Four of Cups. And you see, he's meditating. I don't know if you could see that. Interesting. One more. Actually, two more. I'm gonna take five. Five of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Can you trust them? For me, I'm gonna say yes, because there's something about a breakthrough. Just the fact that the first card is the shaman, and I feel like this is a spiritual healer, teacher. Okay, no worries. The shaman, and then like as you can see, there's a mask, but it's off. It's not on. So I feel like, yeah, I would say, but as my suggestion, because that's kind of a medical thing, I want you to use your best judgment and discernment before you like agree to anything, especially as like hypnotherapy. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be discerning about who you're trusting to do that type of spiritual work on you. But I do get that, let's say if you decide that this is the best decision, I do see some sort of breakthrough with this in a positive manner, with Ace of Swords ending the reading. So the Five of Wands, to me, is the only conflicting energy. Not even the Four of Cups feels conflicting, because he's meditating. He's using his brain, his highest mind. The Six of Wands, though, or the Five of Wands, sorry, to me could be maybe a little bit of anger maybe coming through, or you, through you, I feel. Maybe this person might tap into something to help you break free of it. So it could provoke a response of like anger, or something that you've been holding on to that manifests itself as anger, so that you can release it. It's kind of like, this is a nasty metaphor, but like a pimple that pops. It's so gross. But like, what comes out of it is like, it needs to come out. So it needs to be extracted. So for some reason, I feel this would be beneficial, but I want you to use your best judgment and discernment on that. So take this with a grain of salt. So can you trust them? I would say most likely yes, because I'm seeing some sort of transformation and breakthrough mentally with this. Yeah, I feel like, yeah. So I feel like you should. I'm going to clarify the Five of Wands just to make sure I'm reading this clear. The Strength card. Yeah, this is to like push you out of something. See how the lion, I don't know if you could see this a little too clear. An internal battle. Yeah, it could be. Because this Strength card right here, it's like there's something. How do I explain this? Because there's like this red light coming out of this line. Like I said, it's anger, but it's like pent up energy it's being released. So I would say most likely, I would say, yeah, work with this person, because there's something positive behind it, I feel like. But use your discernment, because I'm not reading this as a negative energy at all, or like this person is sneaky, or you're gonna have a bad experience. I don't get that. There's something like a breakthrough. Okay. All right, Nancy. Well, that was pretty straight to the point. I hope that resonated with you. And I appreciate you for not going in on me, because I completely forgot about that. Instead of putting your name top of the list like I should have, I completely forgot. So my apologies again. Okay. Jennifer, Jennifer would have been the one that I skipped, actually. I'm sorry. So Jennifer, Janaea, Tawanda, Alexis, Yamina, and Anna, I'll come back to you. But I'm going to stay in order here. Okay, so Jennifer, 104, 14 is your timestamp. Okay. Let me see, Jennifer. Okay, this person's current feelings. Okay. All right. Clear previous energies and messages. Ask for divine wisdom, divine truth, divine clarity. Ask for permission. Tap into both parties' energies for the sake of what you want me to know. What you want her to know. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. This deck has 2 magicians and 2 fool cards in this deck because I pulled the fool in 2 different ways. There was like a feminine version, a masculine version, and then the shaman was the feminine version of the masculine. Now you have, of the magician, and now you have the magician card. So, all right. Let's see if I can sort through this. Let me charge this phone real quick, this other one before this one. All right. So, let's see what else. 6 of Cups. You're welcome. Yeah, just sit with it, Nancy. Pray about it. If it's not meant to be, ask spirit to block it. But I don't get anything negative from the hypnotherapy. The 8 of Pentacles, the Magician, the 6 of Cups in the World. How does this person feel? Interesting, if you look at the 8 of Pentacles, it's like a thing. This looks like a, what do you call it? Like a sculpt. Like someone sculpting this couple. So this person could be feeling this desire for you guys to kind of reconcile some differences that you guys have, whether you guys are kind of at odds, whether you're speaking or you're seeing each other right now or you're not. There's some desire to bring harmony or reconcile your differences. I keep hearing that phrase in particular, reconcile your differences. With the 8 of Pentacles, it's like working towards that. My problem with this dude all the time is, and if I'm not mistaken, it was last week's reading, but my problem with this person is like when they think about what they can do, because this card flew out in reverse, I just put him back upright. And for me, the Magician is a tricky energy. Funny, oddly enough, magicians are tricksters in a way. They could be powerful in manifestations, but they're also illusionists. Okay? So they can work with that energy with creating things as though they are, even though they are not creating them as they are. That's what they call faith, right? The substance of things, or the substance of things hoped for yet unseen. But there's also this quality of being like this sleazy salesman, where you're selling a product saying that it's mink oil, knowing that it's fucking olive oil. That type of energy. This person, I feel like, operates from this place of like kind of painting things to be a certain way to look good so that it appeals to you, which is the problem that I have, like when it comes to like their efforts and how they equate what an effort is in a relationship, is like this painting this illusion of, I'm doing good, I'm doing better than I actually say that I am, I'm getting my shit together, or I got my shit together. Like they're painting that, but that's not what's really the deal with them. Like that, they're not there. You know what I mean? They're not at that level within themselves. If it's like, I'm going to paint that to you because I want to, I want to fix things, or I want to keep you in my life. But that's the problem with the cycle. This cycle has to change. So either they're going to decide to come out of the shadow energy of the Magician and turn themselves upright into the divine aspect of the Magician. So I'm going to clarify that card and just kind of see where they're at. Let's see, what is this person's current feelings? Why is a Magician here as far as how this person is currently feeling? 4 of Pentacles. They're still not ready to really put their, when I say their all, it's kind of like, well, how can you expect someone to give their all? But if you desire a connection that is, let's say you desire a connection that is divine, right? Where you're saying, I want a partner where we can do, we can talk about anything, or where we have a close bond, a relationship. But you can't manifest a relationship like that if you're not willing to be open and wholeheartedly give of yourself. Because it's like, if you're still trying to protect yourself out of fear, love and fear are two, they're like vinegar and oil. They do not mix. They cannot coexist in a harmonious place. One has to overshadow the other. One is more powerful than the other, but we can choose to move in fear, but you can't walk in love that way, because love is a fearless thing. It's a choice to walk in it. So this person desires it, but it's one thing to actually accept it and embrace it, because I do believe that this person has feelings for you, and their feelings for you comes from a place of comfort and security, like home. They feel like safe with you to a degree, but there's still that part of them that how they walk in love is not the most mature. Like their expressions of love and how they may even view love in relationships, or at least the effort part of it, is kind of childish, right? In a sense of where I can kind of flatter and I can woo and persuade and be suave without actually being a man and being vulnerable. Does that make sense? So this person is going to have to progress past this, because it's the same energy, kind of similar to what I was getting last week, or maybe even the week before. I don't remember, but I do recall whenever I read for this person, picking up an energy of them kind of being that magician, like, let me, like, maneuver some shit around just to appeal, make some things happen without actually putting in real effort and work. So a cycle definitely needs to change, and I feel like it will, but it's, let's see. Because this person could want like everything with you, with the world. They might feel like you are maybe the highest level of, the best that they've ever experienced with someone, or they feel like you are a person, like they might have dated different types of people that they may have felt were no match. Like they may feel like you're someone that kind of has all of what they're looking for, maybe even beyond what they were looking for, but in some way you're highly desirable to this person. That's flattering. However, like on the opposite side of it though, like let's keep it real, this person's like approach with building a relationship, it needs some maturing. 7 of Cups. Yeah, they see you as somebody that can have whatever you want, like offers being given to you. You can attract, you can have whatever, whoever you want. But it's like, that could also be the motivation as well. Like, I don't want to miss out on someone that I feel like is that triumph, is that trophy, is that everything, that is the most desirable person that I've ever had, or someone that I feel like kind of beats out any person that I've dated or talked to. Like they're in the league of their own. So I know that I need to step it up. I need to give a little bit more. But are you willing to actually do that, or you're just going to play around and project that you're actually doing something? You know what I mean? Because the potential of effort is there. It's just this person, they have to be willing to go deeper in love. They have to be willing to give a bit more and come out of their fear. That's what I'm getting from that. So how they feel about you, like, I want to work on something, but it's coming from that same old playbook with them and what they think, brings a relationship together, what makes it work. And it's kind of like using a sewing kit instead of a sewing machine. So the shit is not as tight and it's not as precise in the stitching, versus if you were to use a sewing machine, it's a little bit more together, a little bit more tighter, more clean. So yeah, this person has a little bit more work. It's really up to them at the end of the day, because there will be an ending of a cycle, whether you end it with them together, like you both together ending a cycle and repeating the same old, or you're going to move on separately and close this shit out. Because there is something that is going to end. So I hope that makes sense. So Jennifer, that was your reading. All right. That was a lot in a short span of time. So I tried my best to explain that in the best of my ability. Okay. So Jennifer, sorry. That was your reading, sis. I'm sending much love to you. I hope you enjoy your weekend. I hope you're enjoying your holidays. So let me figure out this conversion of the timestamp, because now we're at 74 minutes and I got to figure out how to make it accurate timestamps. So I'm gonna do 75 minutes just to be safe. $1.25. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm gonna do 1.25. All right. So Janelle, your question is your business. How can I grow my business? Social media be fine. Okay. All right. Cool. So let's see. What's your advice? Clear previous energies. Janelle, her online business. Spirit asks for divine advice. Some good advice, wise guidance, and advice for the progression and success of her business. What is her guidance? What is her advice? What does she need to know? Ooh, the hangman. Hangman, the devil, the justice card. Dang, the wheel. You got the fool. You got all these cards. But a lot of majors too, though. Interesting. So the Fool's right there, the Ace of Swords, Nine of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So let me sit through this real quick because this is a lot. So let me figure out what what they talking about. I don't know okay, so only apply this if it makes sense to you because I kind of feel, I don't know if you don't show yourself, but if you don't, I feel like Spirit is encouraging you to show yourself in some kind of way. You could kind of disguise your face, maybe like put some type of, let's say like, not a filter over your actual face, but like, let's say like you put a third eye over yourself or something clever or artsy, or Spirit maybe even encouraging you to take like professional photos or something. So depending on the nature of your business, I am getting like you either being the face of it in some way or you advertising what you have, like you yourself being shown advertising it or something like that. Or it could be like an avatar or what's it called? The profile picture, like something with you on it, but it's giving like an artsy vibe. It's not like a selfie or this glammed up picture. It's almost like there's some type of edit around it. I hope I'm making sense. Like when I say that, let me just give you an example based off of what I'm seeing. Like you see how she has this beam of light over her head and she has like this veil over her eyes. This devil card kind of looks like Kali energy. So like this makeup kind of look. And then this man has something coming out of his third eye, like the spiral. So it's like playing with like maybe different shapes or something with a logo or actual picture of yourself. There's something that Spirit is saying to take a risk on, but it's not like a risk where you're not wise about it. It seems like you're prepared for it, but it's just like you're stepping out. You're doing something different. Is the risk. Yeah, with the Fool. It could be something that you already know or you've been kind of tiptoeing around and not really leaping into or feeling like you should. I shouldn't say leap, but just like maybe just feeling like maybe I shouldn't do it. But with the Ace of Swords, I do feel like it's a breakthrough or victory around a business venture so whatever your business, your online business is, it does need a bit of a shift. And maybe you already know what that shift is, or you just feel like it needed a shift. But I feel like this is confirmation. Like, don't just sit on whatever you've been feeling you needed to do or be afraid to do it. I'm also getting something around goddess energy. So whether that's your own internal goddess energy that is desiring of kind of dark feminine. I feel like that's more so what it is, like this dark feminine energy with this Kali vibe This Justice card does give me dark feminine, like boss energy, straightforward, straight, like in your face, not hiding yourself, even though I do feel like there's something about you kind of keeping a mystique or mystery around your energy. I guess you could say more of a mystery, not a mystique, but maybe that adds to the mystique. That word came out for a reason. But more so what I meant to say was mystery around your energy or something about your identity. And if not, like if you've already been showing yourself, it's like spirit wants you to play around with some type of graphics or something with your face. I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting that. You're going to have to let me know if this is like in the right direction, because that's what I'm getting. It's like spirit wants you to cut the cords, cut the chains, because there is a little bit of like playing it safe, or you have for a little bit. You need to go all out. Yeah, I do too. In a way that is balanced. Like this is an energy where you're stepping out of a hiding space that you've been in for a while. Whatever it is, like I said, I feel like you're going to experience a breakthrough with that. Like you're going to see some type of movement, maybe a positive feedback or something like that will let you know, like, yeah, this is the green light. This is the direction to go in. Yeah. So maybe around, if not the beginning of this year, give yourself like a bit of time to like set out a plan in motion. But once you have that thing in motion, that vision, like completely just step into it. Because this isn't just about your business. I feel like this is about you breaking free out of something that's keeping you stagnant, keeping you stuck, keeping you in your head, not allowing you to live in your fullest potential. It's like this is kind of like a stepping stone to break you free out of that energy. This is the genesis of it. So stepping into your dark feminine energy, yeah, not from a place of where you're like manipulating people, but it's like in this unapologetically you energy where you don't mind speaking up for yourself. You don't mind being assertive and going after what you want. You don't mind accentuating your beauty and just being authentically you, just being comfortable in your own skin. That's my interpretation of dark feminine. I know some people might look at it as how to seduce people and get them to do what you want. Like all that shit, like that's demonic energy to me. That a lower vibrational energy, that's different to me. Yeah, it's a confidence thing. Yeah. So if you feel led to, like, ask spirit to reveal to you like your identity, who am I being called to be, and how do I step fully into her? How do I walk as her every day? Because this is like going to break you free in some kind of way. That's what I feel. With these swords down here at the bottom, all the top is all majors. At the bottom is all swords. Ace of Swords, Nine of Swords, Page of Swords. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, owning your power. That's what I'm getting. Like, it's a divine, deep, like, understanding of your identity and who you are and really walking in that unapologetically. That's what I'm getting. So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, sis. Sounds exciting. So, I'm looking forward to it. You're welcome. You're very welcome, sis. I'm wishing you the best. I'm sending much love to you. I hope you enjoy your weekend. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to a light feminine. Light feminine to me is more of like the nothing wrong with this, but how can I compare this? Let's say like Empress energy versus, who can I say is a dark feminine? I'm gonna just use Justice, because Justice card is like she's black and white, right? When it comes to her decision making, she's not emotionally attached. She's looking at the facts of things, like she's honoring that. And I hope this is clear, because I feel like this might not be the best the best description. But let's say the Empress is the light feminine. She's nurturing, she's welcoming, she's, you know, she's that divine mother energy. Like she takes people in, she's loving, she's powerful. It's just a different type of powerful, because loving, nurturing, comforting is very healing for people. It's very reassuring for people. It's a safe space. Whereas the dark feminine is like straight up, no nonsense. You don't play no games with me. So neither one is bad. They're just, you're expressing yourself in just two different energies. But it's a deeper context to that. I feel like I'm just scratching the surface, but that's just the best way that I can describe it as of right now. Queen of Swords, definitely. I feel like the Queen of Swords can be dark feminine. Even the Queen of Wands, I feel like, can be dark feminine. Of the home and heart, yeah. Heart energy, heart-centered energy. I feel like dark feminine kind of can be a healthy take on masculinity in a sense. Like being, as far as being more assertive. Whereas feminine energy is more receptive energy, more reflective, if that makes sense. Because if you're in, let's say you're into like one energy far more in the other, like that's never healthy. Like being overly giving, which I feel like is Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups energy too, the Empress. Overly giving to a degree to where you're not honoring yourself, you don't speak up for yourself, like being too nice. Where dark feminine can also be taken as kind of cutthroat, negative, dark, bitter. But yeah, that's just my opinion, my perception of things. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. I'm gonna put timestamp for Alexis. Let's see, 87 minutes, 1:45:08. Hopefully I did that right. 1:45. Why am I getting these wrong? It's not Alexis, it's Tawanda. I'm sorry, Tawanda. 1:45. Actually, 1:46 now. 28. What do you need to know to make your Reiki business successful, and will you be meeting your divine light partner soon? Okay. You're welcome, Nancy. Let me see. Yeah. I'm like all over the place, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me. What can you do to make it more successful? Let's see. More successful. Energies. Tawanda, what do you want her to know? How we can get this more successful. For what can she do? Okay. More successful. More successful. Four of Pentacles. Oop. Page of Pentacles. Goodness. The Shaman in reverse. The Two of Wands. Okay. The Chariot is at the bottom of the deck. So I'm trying to discern whether this is saying something about holding back on something you're investing in, or do more investing. I feel like it could be like kind of navigating or discerning what or who you're investing your gifts and skills and abilities to. With the shaman in reverse, I'm going to have to clarify that. Nine of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Eight of Cups. No, this is the Five of Cups, sorry. Five of Cups and the Magician. This could be like, if you're certified in this, it's like Spirit is saying to open yourself up maybe to more than what you're offering. So like this could be financially, like your pricing or something like that. If you're not certified, then maybe investing in that. But there's something about where you're placing your investments and the quality, which will get you back more. So I'm going to try to explain this clear again. So this Four of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles to me is some sort of investment, and being wise with that investment, because depending on what you're investing in, that's what you're going to get back. So to get the best of what you deserve with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like it's all about where you place your energy. So the Two of Wands can also speak about that, like expanding. The Magician and the Shaman together, this is like both feminine and masculine powerhouses. The Shaman, though, she flew out in reverse. Okay, you're certified. Okay, so then that would apply in a way of not like limiting yourself. So that could be either financially, or that could be the types of people that you're servicing. So to expand your business, I feel like you need to be a bit more, not picky, because that's not really the right word. And I use the word discernment so much that it's an overkill, but like be discerning of who you're applying your services to, and as well as your pricing. So you might want to price a bit more. Let's see. Should Tawanda raise her prices? Ace of Swords. I'm getting a yes. I feel like your Reiki healing, or maybe just like in the near coming future, like at least maybe not permanently, because I don't feel like this is a permanent thing. This could just be for, you know, as long as you're led to. But like the people that you may be servicing are dealing with deep rooted stuff, like could be some level of trauma, because there's the element of fire. I'm getting like root chakra energy, maybe sacral chakra energy, solar plexus energy with this yellow and red energy I'm picking up on. Like, see how he's working with this red energy, the King of Cups. So like whatever you're doing, it's not light work. It's not just lightweight. So I would charge a little bit more, although it might be a little bit uncomfortable with the Page of Pentacles. For some reason, maybe you feel like you're giving what you should be giving, or you're pricing what you should be giving, but it's like, nah, like Spirit is saying your work is not light work. So whatever you're charging, it does not equate to what you're giving. I hope this is making sense, because it's like you're giving a bit more. Yeah. You're giving way more than what you're receiving, and yeah, that's why you're not maybe as successful as you feel or know you could be, because the Nine of Pentacles is here. So yes, this is a confirmation to up your pricing, because yes, still apply like discerning your like your audience and like your clients and stuff like that. But what I feel like, when you place a certain price on things, people that are willing to invest in whatever you're offering, they're going to invest. Those that either don't want to, or maybe they can't, but if they really want to, maybe they'll, you know, find a way to invest in it if they really need it, if it's led for them. So you put it out there, not worrying about, oh, nobody's going to buy it, or, oh, this is too much. Price it because you know that what you're giving is of value. You're pricing it based off of what you give. So whoever desires it, whoever resonates with it, they're going to inevitably get it if it's meant for them. So like I said, I feel like you're pricing something too low. So I don't know if you have different services that you offer, or it's just one specific thing that you do. But whatever you're giving, or whatever spirit is like calling you to do soon, is like you're working on deep rooted stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're working with people's wound spaces, people that have irregular periods, menstrual issues, fertility issues, or people that have hip pain, or it's manifesting in that way, or irregular periods, or men or women that have a lot of deep rooted trauma as far as abuse, sexual abuse, trigger warning, or some type of childhood trauma that could tie into other things too. But I wouldn't be surprised if that's what you're working on, or that's what you will be doing. So, but I'm also getting like cellular, like cells in our body level. Yeah. Yep. So, okay, that makes sense. So you do different types. If you feel led to the deeper stuff that you work on, I would price that a little bit more, especially if you put a lot of energy into that. Price that a bit more. And whatever price range that you feel divinely guided to price it as, because that's where you do the most work. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's a fair energy exchange. I imagine it takes a lot of energy to do that. You're transmuting people's energies. You're tapping into somebody else's energy field and you're doing all that work. Yes, it's no. Yeah, it's a fair exchange. And I know that it's not solely about the money, but you know, it's fair. Yeah. So, yeah, please charge what you're worth. And granted, you can't really put a price on spiritual work, because I feel like it's priceless in essence. Like what we do, like as spiritual workers, anybody that, whatever level of spiritual work you do, it's a priceless thing. Like you can't put a amount of money on it. You can't even put amount of likes and followers on it, because it's something that is just, it just is. It's divine. But, you know, in the earthly sense, in the practical sense, yeah. I hope that makes sense to you. So let's see your other question. Divine partner. Let's see, Tawanda's divine partner. Divine partner. Spirit, what do you see? Tawanda and her divine partner, if they're going to be meeting soon. Is Tawanda going to be meeting her divine life partner soon? Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords, Ace of Cups. Spirit doesn't want you to worry. Don't worry your pretty little head, because it's going to come. The Knight of Swords, it's going to be a person that I feel like that will come into your experience unexpectedly when you're not looking. And when they do come, and this could just be like a hint to who they are, or when they do come, there's going to be a lot of hesitance, but there's a part of you that's like, yeah, I'm scared, but this is worth it. I'm going to do it. Fuck it. Because it might be significant to you because you've been through a lot of things to where, like, if it doesn't work out, you're not devastated anymore. You just kind of drop it. Like, you're not even going to entertain it. But with this person, in spite of the fears, it's like, this is worth it. I'm going to do it. So that could definitely separate who this person is versus like any confusion of who they might be or who they might not be. Like, it removes that. So the Six of Swords, they're being led to you. And it's kind of like you're being led to be where you are. Not be where you are like you're just staying stuck and stagnant, but kind of just be in this place where you're living your life. It's because it's going to merge, it's going to come together. Because I kind of feel like this Ace of Cups is a receptive energy, whereas this Six of Swords is more of like an assertive energy. It's moving towards you, it's action towards you. The Star, the Four of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles again. This connection could, your divine partnership could exceed your expectations of what you thought it to be or what you wished or hoped it to be. It could be more than what you were expecting. And I don't see you, and this is another thing that might separate who this person is that you're used to being the one that maybe puts in a lot of effort in your connections and maintaining them or keeping, upkeeping the relationship. Whereas with this person, with the Three of Pentacles, it's the opposite. You're finally meeting somebody that puts in the effort. So I don't see that it's going to be a mixed match of effort. I feel like it's going to be mutual. But what's different this time is that it's not just falling all on you to put in the effort and invest. You're meeting somebody that's like, I can match you with that. I can do that too. This person has a vision, or there's somebody that has a plan for a relationship. They're just not winging it. They're not just, oh, we gonna just see where it goes. Like the, time waster type of men, or whatever you're into. I'm assuming a man. But this person is not going to be that type that just allows a relationship to fall flat and, she'll call or she'll hit me up or all I gotta do is just make some minimal effort. Like, it's not that with this person. So soon, let's see, just based off of the cards, it might not be as long as you think. So if you want to say soon, we can say soon, but I don't feel like it's going to be as long as you might anticipate it to be. It's men, okay? It's not as long as you might anticipate it to be, like the wait. But I feel like as far as like this person and you really putting the groundwork into your connection, that will come gradually over time. 3 to 4 years, you could have a really solid relationship with this person, or you guys could get married within a 3 to 4 year time span. But as far as like coming together, it could be sooner than that. But don't hold me to that. But just based off what I'm getting, I don't feel like you're going to wait for long. I don't see it maybe being over a year or 2 years. But I'll say this, I'm going to be light with this, take this with a grain of salt. At the very most, maybe 4 years. But I feel like by that time, you should already be committed or at least married. So, yeah. And I don't get time frames like that. The child, that's what I'm getting. Okay. All right, sis. That was your reading, Tawanda. The best of luck with you and your business. Let me know how things go with that shift. Don't sell yourself short. Don't be shy, with your price, okay? So, sending much love to you. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Be safe. You're welcome. All right. So, we're going to move on to Miss Alexa. Miss Alexis, your timestamp. Finally, because I keep confusing everybody's timestamps. Something is wrong with me tonight, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive us, sister. Okay. All right. 1 hour 71. 171 and 8 seconds. Okay. Okay. Where's your question, Alexis? Anna, I'm going to save yours for last if you don't mind, but you'll probably come back on here and see it. The spirit advise you, but I've been rejecting it. Oh, okay. The spirit advise me to keep traveling, nursing. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't have too many people after that. I think I have, after Alexis, I have, let me see. After Alexis, I have Yamina. So just one more person, unless someone else comes through. I don't know. Let's see. Alexis, should she continue with travel nursing spirit? Should she continue? Is this what's of her highest good? Is this right now to continue travel nursing? I get yes, but let's see. Okay, stop. Okay, I get the point, y'all. I get the point. Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Three of Wands. Or no, sorry, Two of Wands, sorry. Two of Wands, Four of Swords. I'm going to pull one more. Oh, there's a card that flipped up. Hold on, hold on. We got to find it. I just seen it. It's something blue, or am I tripping? No. Ooh, Page of Cups. Okay. So Knight of Pentacles, I'm getting a yes already. Just to answer your question, you have the Ten of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Page of Wands. I'm getting at least 3 cards that tell me a yes. The other 2 cards could speak about your frustration right now with your job, your career, like you said, the rejections that you've been experiencing. But there's something about this, like Spirit saying, a fallback or a fallback plan or a backup plan. There's something about buying time, so I don't know what that means. Buying time, backup plan, or fallback plan. But to answer your question, I do feel like you should continue with this. The Knight of Pentacles, it does seem like something stable or sturdy for right now. It's a potential that something could progress from this, but I don't know if it's continued, like you're going to get more travel gigs or something else could come from you doing this. Either way, I feel like something, let me see. Oop, okay. Four Wands. Yeah. There's some type of progression or like recognition, or you kind of celebrating where you're headed, where you're going. So eventually you'll have something more than maybe what you see right now or currently where you are. It's like there's more to come. Okay. So to answer your question, I do feel like this is of your highest good right now to continue with the travel gigs. But something is going to progress out of it, whether it's more of these travel gigs or something else progresses and comes from it. But Spirit doesn't want you to stress too much about this with the Ten of Wands and the Four of Swords energy. Again, getting something about a fallback plan, backup plan, buying time. So this could buy you time for another job to come through or something like that, or to find something more, something else. Yeah, but there's some type of positive energy, a promise or a treasure at the end of the rainbow. Like this isn't something the Spirit wants you to dwell or stress on at all. Like it's still, you know, still something here for you, even if the other things are being rejected. It's like something about this right now is stable, or it is leading you to more. Okay. All right. With your other question, you want to, yeah, don't stress too much about that. Like focus on, look, he wanted to come out again, the Knight of Pentacles, and I shuffled this deck back. So because you have that, the January, it's like Spirit is saying you have things to fall back on. Like, don't worry so much about what's not working right now. Don't put too much energy into that or worry into that. Okay, so your other question was in regards to, is this person open to reconciling with you? How do they feel around that? Let's see. So permission to tap into the other party's energy only for the sake of what you want me to know, what you will allow me and Alexis to know, where this person is as far as reconciling. Okay. The Ace of Wands came out sideways, so I'm going to consider that. But you have the Three of Pentacles. Somebody has to fake. That's interesting. I was about to say make, but fake. I don't know about that. Okay. Three of Pentacles, the Death card, the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Chariot. I was going to say, I feel like this person, they're not in the position to take action to reconcile anything. Okay. I'm more so getting like, because I wanted to say someone has to make the first move, but fate came out. So I don't know if it's, how do I explain it? It might kind of be like, if, let's say, if this person, it could be you, but whoever, if someone is going to be the one to make the first move, it may not be a straightforward action. It's kind of like, let's say, for instance, I want to talk to you about something, but I'm not going to mention that first. I'm going to kind of hit you up as if it was something else. Like, hey, I think I left my hair tie at your house. Like, bitch, you can buy another one, right? But no, I think I left my hair tie at your house or something, right? And it's like, okay, so using that that excuse to kind of introduce a conversation or to kind of bring up the topic of what you really want to say or meet up in order to do that. It kind of feels like that could be the move. But in other ways, I kind of feel like Spirit is saying, like, I don't feel like Spirit is encouraging that at all. Like, for any of you to kind of like pretend, like, Spirit wants you both to be straightforward. And it doesn't have to be blatantly like, oh, let's reconcile. But it could be like an introduction that's light, but Spirit doesn't want you or this person to fake your way into it. But someone does have to make the first move. And I don't feel that this person would. They're not indifferent. Like, how to explain it? This person is not against reconciling, but there's kind of like this, I'm not doing it though, because the Ace of Wands came out in reverse. So it's like, it's not a yes or it's not a no. So to me, it's kind of, I'm not opposed to reconciling or rekindling, but I'm not going to do it though. It's kind of the feeling. So if it was to be that this person takes action, it would come from a inauthentic place in some kind of way. And I don't feel like Spirit wants that. But I feel like they're open to it, but it's just like they're not going to take the initiative. They're not going to take action. And I do feel like Spirit wants you to sort through this. Like, is it worth putting the effort? Because again, I'm just getting this vibe. Like, once again, there's something about you putting more energy and effort into this that is not being met or matched equally. Because the Death card, to me, it's like a painful experience or an inevitable end that needs to happen. But nonetheless, there's something transformative about it. Could even be a card of reconciliation with the rebirth aspect of it after a painful experience. So there's a possibility, but just know that it does require you both to put in the effort. It cannot be one-sided. You might be a bit hopeful mixed with fearful, or kind of like reading the pros and the cons of this. Like, if you were to reconcile with this person, or do they want to reconcile with me? Do they not? There's a little bit of fear around it. Ten of Swords, Chariot. But I see like you and this person could be willing to move past the pain, past the issues. So to answer your question, I feel like this person is not completely against it, but they're not in the position to where they would take much action, to be honest. It doesn't feel like this person is like, I'm going to fix this, or I'm going to reconcile. And maybe you're not looking for them to take any action. Maybe you're okay with being the one to do that. So they're not against you, you know, reaching out or you guys reconciling. This to me kind of feels like a final, for you to like kind of get the clarity, the answers that you need. It's like, I'm going to try this one more time to kind of see how this goes type of thing, or welcome this person into my life to see if anything changes or shifts. But this, it gives me this finale vibe to it on whether it's something that will progress further together, or it's going to be a separation completely, or distance. because there's like this inevitable shift that needs to happen anyway. And with the Chariot card too, I forgot to say this, but like with the Chariot card, like in love reading, sometimes I view this as a card of we can go the distance together, be on one accord, be synchronized, or we can go our separate ways if we're not in alignment with each other, but we're not missing out on anything if we don't either. Like we'll be great together, but we also could be great separately. But it's like the horses, they, in order to go that distance, you both have to be in alignment, be on one accord, be synchronized within each other, within your connection. So I feel like the make or break of the situation is, has this person shifted? Have they changed? Have they grown? Have they evolved? Are they in a better place and space with themselves? Are we on the same accord or not? So long story short, I do feel, to answer your question, I do feel like this person is open, but not in a place of where they would take action to make the reconciliation happen, if that makes sense, or to mend it, to be the one to initiate that is. So if that makes sense. All right. Ooh. Drop my cards. Drop my cards. All right, Miss Alexis. That was your reading, sis. Please do tell if you're on here, if that makes any bit of sense, if it resonates with you at all. And yeah, I'm sending much love to you. And I hope you enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Try not to stress about the stuff, the job stuff. You'll be good. Okay, so Yamina and then Anna, I'll come back to you. You're welcome. You're welcome, sis. My pleasure. Let's see. 116. 193. 193.14. Okay. I hope this timestamp is right. Fingers crossed. All right, Yamina, sis. Hey. All right, this is your reading. And does this person miss you? And a general message, a word from your divine team. Okay. All right. I got you. All right, Spirit. That's for divine wisdom, divine truth, and clarity for Yamina. Person who she has on her heart and on her mind. Divine Spirit, does this person miss her? And I took permission to tap into both parties' energies. Only for what you will allow me and Yamina to know. What you want her to know as far as, does this person miss her? Spirit, please give us a clear. Thank you. 9 of Swords flew out. 8 of Pentacles. Does this person miss her? Does this person, ooh. King of Wands. Does this, ooh, I like that card. The lion next to him. That's hard right there. All right. 5 of Cups, Knight of Wands. Goodness. It's a lot of energy. I do feel like they miss you with the 5 of Cups. So out of all the cards, the 5 of Cups definitely I feel like is a I miss you card. The 9 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles, King of Wands, 5 of Cups, Knight of Wands. So the 9 of Swords I feel like is your energy coming out. So I'm not going to get too much into that, but I do feel that this person is heavily on your mind. There is this feeling of a missed opportunity. This person could have felt like, I feel like maybe sometimes they question whether they put in enough effort or did they give up too soon. It's like something that's left unfinished, because the 8 of Pentacles is like this sculpture of this couple is halfway finished. It's not even sculpted fully. It's like someone put down the tool and just kept it moving. So it's almost like this person, I do feel like they miss you in the back of their mind. I do think that this is kind of like a metaphor for them feeling as though maybe this connection didn't fully get the opportunity that it deserved, based off of the fact that maybe there wasn't enough effort put, or someone just kind of gave up, or just decided that they couldn't or that they wouldn't put in the energy or the effort. This person could also like think or feel maybe that they let you down. With the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands, though, it's like looking back, this person could feel like they're a bit more mature, more wiser. But the King of Wands, sometimes, like as a partner, like he's fun, he's attractive, he's exciting, maybe good in the bed and all of that. Like, you know, he got those qualities, but the Knight of Wands, like they're not too far off in nature, just a bit more mature, wiser than the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is fun, adventurous, playful, charismatic, maybe even a bit of a like kind of dangerous or exciting, spontaneous, but very fleeting. Not someone that you can really depend upon as a stable romantic partner. So although this person has matured and maybe they've come to realization about some of their ways, there's still a little bit of this energy of not being committal. But to answer your question, though, do they miss you? I feel like they do with the Five of Cups. And I'm hearing the saying water under the bridge, and I never really understood what that meant or really even looked too much into it in depth, but that's the saying that's coming to me. I'm going to clarify this Five of Cups. King of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like a regret that they weren't stable enough, or they weren't committed enough, they weren't reliable enough. Because I feel like the King of Pentacles, in this instance, how I'm reading it, because I hate taking the court cards and kind of uplifting the other and then tearing down the other, but just for the sake of reading the energies, I don't feel this way about the cards in general all the time. It's just the energy. The King of Pentacles, to me, in this instance, feels like someone that is reliable, someone that is authentic, has something to offer, willing to put in the effort, someone that is committed. Versus the King of Wands in this instance, I feel like it's someone that's a little bit driven by their ego. They look good on paper, but behind all of that rah-rah is a lack of commitment, a lack of accountability, doesn't really have anything of depth to offer you. All right. Okay. Let's see what general messages do your divine team have for you. Yamina. What does her divine team want her to know? Yamina, what does her divine team want her to know? Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, love me, guide, and assist Yamina. Thank you. Okay. The Shaman came out. The Ace of Cups. The Psychonaut, which is the female version of the Fool. I want to read the deck. Queen of Wands, Six of Wands. Okay. I want to read the guidebook to understand. This is like the female version of the Fool. They have two versions of the Fool and the Magician, and you got the female version of the Magician with the Shaman. So before I do that, I want to read with my intuition first, what I'm getting. This, I feel like, has something to do with your ability to manifest the ultimate. It's the ultimate thing that your heart desires. And I wanted to say love, but I don't want to be so quick to just jump to the conclusion that this is about love or only about love. But I feel like it's anything that you're passionate about, things that you may have expressed and prayed about, things that you feel like you're owed or due to have and experience, like your heart truly desires it. You have the ability and capability to bring these things to pass. And I feel there's something about you that you're seeking the answers that you already have the answers to, for one. And Spirit is saying, like, all it takes is for you to leap into something new. And something new doesn't have to be like a specific thing. It's just like the energy of stepping into newness and being open to what that is, the journey of the path to something new. Because the Six of Wands is all about action. I feel you're at this place where it almost seems like this is past tense, like you've already taken the actions that you needed to take to align with where you want to be. And you're just in this place right now where you're just being present. You're allowing things to unfold. You're allowing yourself to grow and to blossom into maybe the person that you never thought you could be in the past. Like, you didn't know that you would be here where you are now in the past. So it's kind of like Spirit is saying, remember that again. It's something like about prophecy, like your testimony. Remember what you experienced in the past and hold that near and dear, because there's more to come. This is just a reminder and a testament at times where you thought that you couldn't or that you wouldn't, or you didn't see the way through. Things did come through for you. Things did manifest for you. It's like, remember, remind yourself of that and be open and receptive to the new. Because there is some sort of victory in this for you. Your spiritual team is helping you alongside. They walk with you. They're not going to take all the credit because they're helping. It's like the lead actress in the movie. Yeah, the production crew, the directors, the writers, and all of that. But, the supporting role, the supporting actresses and actors represent your divine team. Like, your divine team is not going to take all the credit for your leading role. Like, you have led your life also. You have did the necessary steps and taken the necessary steps and actions that you were guided to take. You did all that you were guided to do, what felt best and right to you at the time. And they can only support you, but they're not going to take credit for your work. So they're kind of like pumping you up to let you know, like, you're kind of playing yourself down a little bit. When you seek for answers, it's like, yeah, we got you, we're here, but don't forget that you're the shaman also. And like, how they say we are our ancestors. So if you're calling on your ancestors, like, they're inside of you, they're with you. I want to read this shaman card real quick, and then I'm going to close it out, and then look at Anna's question. Shaman. Well, actually, let me read the Psychonaut. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, which is the female version of the Fool. It says, journey. Follow the white rabbit into the hole that leads into the depths of the earth, beyond the border of perception, towards wonderland. When you launch yourself into the unknown, don't do so thinking about what you've already learned, but with new eyes and no rigid mental construction. It may be dangerous, of course. Are you afraid of danger? If you are, then perhaps you're not ready to travel. The treasure. A potion with the words "drink me" written on it, and a little cake with the words "eat me." They will do exactly what you expect. They will shrink your ego and nourish your body and spirit to prepare them for the unknowns in life. If you try to prevent the irrational, you will be overwhelmed by it. By irrational self, you will discover the advantage of madness. Alice's freedom beyond the veil of the ordinary reality. So you know how they kind of say, like, you have to kind of lose your mind to find your mind, or to it's kind of like you have to lose that limited thinking. Not saying to be frivolous and be careless with yourself, because I don't believe that's what it's saying, although it kind of sounds that way. But like, to be the fool is to kind of be like a child, where you're fresh out the womb. You're learning life. You're experiencing it. You don't come with any pretenses of, oh, it has to be this and it has to be that. You're open, you're navigating, you're feeling through the energies, you're walking, you crawl first, kind of take a couple of steps, and then you learn how to walk. It's kind of that way with life, or just beginning, the birthing, the genesis. That's what I'm getting from this. Shaman is the female version of the magician, which says, the most important journey is within you, in the twists and turns of the spirit and the mysticism. Encouraged by your instinct to commit yourself to superior forces, thus to the collective and personal unconsciousness, you are not advised to sleep, but to travel beyond the boundaries of the ordinary, meeting friendly spirits and genies, but also ghosts and demons who will put you to the test. The most precious object is a pipe filled with magical herbs. Smoking the pipe and take flight with your mind. Let yourself be guided by the oldest and most experienced shaman. She knows where to lead you, which medicine you should take to heal your body, mind, and spirit. leave your comfort zone and fly towards the unknown, brimming with promises and full of the courage that every traveler must have. Yeah. So it's kind of like a similar message to the Psychonaut card, where it's encouraging you to step into the unknown, into like a new space, new energy, vibration. And with the, the mind being clear too. It's a lot about the mind. And then the traditional magician is at the bottom of the deck. So I hope that resonates with you, sis. If you're watching, when you do watch this, that this was helpful, that, you got the guidance and the messages that you needed at the divine right time for you. And as always, sis, I'm sending much love. And I hope you're safe. Enjoy your weekend. Okay. Anna, I think you're last. Let's see, your timestamp. 1:30. Two hours, 17 to 17 to 17. 17:33. Okay. All right. So are you right about the conclusions you're coming to in regards to this person? Okay. You're welcome, sis. You're welcome, Yamina. My pleasure. Okay, let's see. Anna, let's clear previous energies. Okay, is Anna correct or accurate in her conclusions regarding the specific person that she has come to? The conclusion that she has come to, is she accurate about those in regards to the specific person in question? Is she... The Ace of Wands. That's a good sign. The Eight of Swords. But you could be gaslighting yourself, though, about it. The Star. I don't want to do too much. But you have the Shaman, which is the Magician, and the Psychonaut that came out in the last reading. I'm going to say that you are. So it kind of feels like it's a good thing. Hopefully it's a good thing. The conclusions that you came to are positive, because it kind of feels like a positive conclusion. Or Spirit is saying, like, you can positively rest assured that what you've concluded is accurate. But either way it goes, I do feel like you are writing your convictions in regards to this person. But the only card that's conflicting is the Eight of Swords. So I do feel like you're gaslighting yourself about this. And being the fact that the first card you got out was an Ace, the Ace of Wands, those are my yes cards for me. I'm getting a yeah. I don't want to get into what it was that you concluded, but whatever it was, it could be something that makes you feel maybe hopeful in some sense, or like something is feasible, possible to some degree. And another thing that I'm seeing too with the Eight of Swords is that there's a lot of potential, some type of manifestation around this, or the potential for something you're hoping for, maybe. But I'm also getting to, like, maybe you're limiting what that is, or it's kind of like there's a little bit of confusion around, or just not a lot of clarity as to, it's like something solid, maybe. There's a lot of hopeful energy here. There's a lot of possibilities, but I feel like those possibilities could kind of be up in the air, some of it. So I want to say yes, but it's like, if it's kind of like a vague conclusion, like, will me and this person hang out? But yeah, that, or does this person want to hang out with me, or do they want to meet up with me? And it might be a yes, but that doesn't mean like, okay, that it's going to lead to something deeper. Like there's layers to this. Does that make sense? So it might not be a precise thing that's been concluded, but it's like the surface of it is a yes. I hope I'm making sense. I don't want to get too deep into that, but yeah, to answer your question, just straight up what you asked, yes. Okay. Divine partnership or divine partner. What does this person look like? So I'm going to try my best with these cards to describe this person. You're welcome. Yes, you're welcome. I'm going to try my best, and maybe something will come through outside of the cards visually, like spirit or like phrases, or spirit might tell me something outside of, like I said, the cards. So I'm going to leave it open. We're going to see. All right, spirit. What does this person look like? Two of Cups, Six of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Spirit is not really giving me too much. Okay, I'm going to pay attention to the Page of Pentacles, but I feel like Spirit is letting you know there's going to be a mutual attraction. Whoever this person is, like, you're going to be attracted to them. They're going to be attracted to you. And it's a natural like, you guys are going to gravitate towards each other naturally. And something about the Six of Swords, I'm hearing smooth. So this person could have really nice skin, like smooth. I want to say this person could have really big hands too. With the Ace of Wands, I'm not even going to say what else I'm getting from that. I mean, I'll just let you decide what you like, you know, kind of what you get. You catch my drift. There's a lot of like phallic things that stand out to me, even on the little, yeah. So you get it. So I feel like it's decent. It's a decent size. It's not like gigantic or anything like that. I feel like it's decent. This person could have curly hair, fair skin. You might think this person is short, or like you kind of assume that they're short. And when I say short, not like beneath, maybe no shorter than 5'9", 5'8", 5'9", because I heard 5'8" first, but I want to stick to 5'9". So you might think that this person is around that height, but they could be a little bit taller, at least 5'10", 5'11". I don't feel like they're 6 foot, but it's like you might perceive this person to be shorter than they actually are. It could be like this person's posture, the way that they stand makes them shorter. I feel like this person is good at sports too. They might be an earth sign, or they're just really earthy. They're really into nature. There's something about this person's side profile that you might like too. The way their face is structured. They might have, like I said, big hands, but nice hands too. Like you might like the way their hands look, but this could be, I don't know why I'm getting this, but you might not like their feet though. Maybe you just don't like feet, but something about their feet, like you're just not too keen on that. I don't know if, because this guy is barefooted, so maybe they don't like to wear shoes or something like that. Or they just have fucked up feet. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like you're going to be attracted to whoever your person is. This person could like to wear, I If they wear name brands, they're not big name brands. It's kind of like maybe this person likes to wear like indie clothing lines, like people that, you know, they don't, a lot of people don't know of some of these clothing lines or something like that. Or that's kind of what I'm getting. Like this person could dress, how do I describe this person? This person could wear like really abstract type of clothes or clothing. Like they don't dress like everybody else. Like they might have a little bit of trendy style to them, but there's something about some of their pieces or something that it's like indie, or people might ask where'd you get that from? Where I got it from such and such's clothing line, but nobody ever heard of it or something like that. Let me see. You might like this person's scent. It smells, this person's cologne or how they smell kind of feels like Irish Spring, but kind of mixed with this woodish smell, like a woody type of cologne. But I smell like mint or some type of oh my gosh, what is it called? Not a mint, like I want to say spice, but it's not allspice though. It smells kind of like, oh God, I guess Irish Spring. I'm gonna just stick to that. I can't think of what it is. Yeah, this guy, I feel like dresses kind of interestingly. So, like the type of hats that they wear may not be like typical, like people that, you know, men that wear fitted caps or something like that. It could be like a fedora, or it could be, I don't know, a fucking cowboy hat, but I don't think that's what that is. But like something different, like scarves and shit. Like, but I feel like it's cool. It's like it's kind of like different, and I feel like people ask them where they get their stuff from, but it's not something that people might have access to or may know about. That's kind of what I'm getting. Let me see, because these men kind of look similar. I don't know if this person will have light brown hair to like curly hair, blonde. I don't know. I don't feel blonde, even though these guys kind of look blonde. I almost want to say like a light brown. So I'm not going to go too much into that, because after a while, this kind of feels like I'm just off in some of what I'm getting. So I'm not going to do too much. But definitely this person has curly hair. And I'm going to stick to light brown rather than blonde, because I don't feel like this person is a blonde. I feel like they just have really light hair. But yeah, other than that, sis, that's what I'm seeing. All right. All right. So I don't think there's any other reads. My stomach's over here just growling. I don't know why. But yeah, hopefully that was helpful to all the ladies. So excited about the hands. Not unless they can massage really good. That's true. That's the only plus I can see with some good hands. But other than that, and not just that, I'm not going to go into that. But anyway, we're going to leave the reading at where it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this, that these readings have been helpful to you guys. If you didn't give it a like the video, obviously, if it resonates with you. But yeah, so good night, y'all. Thank you guys so much for joining. Is the list open? I'm going to shut it down for now, sis, because I've been on here since 9 o'clock at night. So I'm going to have to shut it down, Simone. But I'll catch you guys next week. I don't have work Thursday, thank you, God, because they have me working like a Hebrew slave all week. So I would greatly appreciate you guys liking the video, and I will catch you guys soon. Thank you guys so much. Much love as always, y'all. I will. You too, Simone. Buenas noches. Night.